Well, hello. Time for a bit more Spanish with Mrs. Harmer. Let me quickly share the screen. Here we go. There we go. Kapow. I'm going to make it as big as I can so you can all see it properly. Hurrah. So, today we're talking about a very, well, some might say British thing to talk about. We're going to talk about the weather. Okay, so I'm going to be teaching you some weather words. But before we do that, we're going to have a little look again at something that we've been doing just lately. So I have behind my colourful shapes here 3 different types of animals. And I'm wondering if you can very quickly tell the person nearest you which one is what. What am I talking about? I'll give you a little clue. This one here seems to be in a tree. Okay, I'm going to give you a few moments to turn to the person and say, well, that one's this one, and that one's this one, and that one's this one. Okay, but I'm not going to show you them yet. Off you go. Okay, that's quite enough time. Now I'm going to show you the one that I think is the least obvious first from its name. So that would be this one here, un loro. Now I'm hoping, and I was a little bit sneaky because probably this one's up in a tree as well. I'm hoping that you said loro is a parrot. And this one seems to be in a tree as well. Okay, now we'll go for the second least obvious one, un mono. I'm hoping that you all were just saying as loud as you could. A monkey, un mono. Okay. Now the last one I think is the most obvious because there's an English word, serpent, which means this. So I'm hoping that you said that this one, this one's a beaut, isn't it? That you said una serpiente was a snake. Okay, just one last time, just to make me really happy. Let's hear you say these. Una serpiente, un mono, y, which means and, you know that, un loro. Great, good. Okay, let's move on to the weather then. Show you what I'm doing. So we're looking at different types of weather today, and I'm going to explain some of the words to do with those. But first, and pause the video to do this, you need to look at this Spanish weather forecast. Extra points if you can figure out where it is. It's not a forecast for Spain. I've got to tell you that right now. And we're going to look at it again sometime, maybe even sooner than you think. And you will hear, when we listen to it eventually again, some of the words that we are learning today and next time, because we're going to have 2 weeks of weather. Yes, we're being very British. We're talking about the weather a lot. So, pause me, play the weather video. Wasn't Eduardo Rodriguez, wasn't he great? I loved it. Very entertaining. If you didn't guess, it was a weather forecast that applied to the United States. He was talking about places like Texas and stuff like that. So hopefully you spotted that. Anyway, did you hear the word tormenta? I hope you did several times, because that means storm. Tell you what, pause me again, listen to him again. It's not a very long weather forecast. Listen to it again and see if you can see the word. You can hear the word rather, tormenta. Okay, I'll let you do that now. Fantastic, fantastic. I love Eduardo so much. Well, only in terms of weather forecasting. Anyway, Next thing we're going to do is we're going to welcome again the alien family, and they're going to help us out with identifying some types of weather that we can talk about. So here we go then. Now then, I think, I haven't quite worked it out who's who, but I think this could be Mummy Alien, I think, maybe. But anyway, next to her, it says, hace sol. Let me hear you say that. Try it one more time, just in case you didn't quite hear what I said. Hace sol. Fantastic. Okay, and what this says is it is sunny. Okay, so literally in the Spanish, it is saying it makes sun. They do that in French as well. It makes sun. Okay, let's go down to Daddy Alien. I'm certain this is Daddy Alien. Hace viento. Good. I'm glad I didn't hear anybody say hace viento, because obviously that would be so wrong. Soft B here. One more time, please. Hace viento. Fantastic. And you can see what he's got going on in terms of weather. He's got wind. Okay, so again, it's saying it is making wind. Now, we've got a slightly different sentence structure here. Baby alien. You can see this lovely picture of him with his snowman, which is a bit of a clue. And it says, está nevando. Again, soft V. Let's try that. Está nevando. Okay, and because it's saying está, that means it is. It is nevando is snowing. Okay, so slightly different sentence structure. Let's have a look at some more. Okay, we've got our it makes word again there, hace. So hace frío. Good. Now tell the person next to you what you think hace frío means. Now then, I'm hoping, because you can see Sister Alien wrapped up warmly here, that you said it's cold. Okay, hace frío means it's cold. On the other hand, brother alien here, hermano alien, underneath him it says hace calor. Fantastic pronunciation there. Now, I like to remember this one, calor, because that means it's hot, like calories, you know, sort of like, I don't know why I attached those two words, but I think they have a similar root. Anyway, here we have Grandad Alien and Grandma Alien. Okay. And next to Grandad Alien, it says está lloviendo. Let me hear you say that. Está lloviendo. Fantastic. And you can see what sort of weather he's in. That's quite a typical one for here, although not so much lately. Yes, and the está tells us it is. It is. Oh man, I hope you said raining there. Okay, here's Grandma Alien. Now then, here's the sun, but unfortunately, although fortunately if you're a gardener, I have to say, she is with some clouds. And we've got this very interesting word here. I've shown you this before, hay, which means there is or there are. Turn to the person next to you quickly again. If this is there is or there are, what possibly could this be? Now I'm hoping you all said, it says there are clouds. Nubes is clouds, okay? So let's say this one together. Hay nubes. Wonderful. Okay. Now then, I wanted to show you my lovely seasonal chart here. I've got the question here, ¿Qué tiempo hace? You've got the it makes thing there again, because in Spanish and French and probably Italian, although I have not researched this, I'm so sorry, the way you describe weather, a bit like you say you have years, it's a slightly different way to English. You have to say what weather does it make? What weather is it making? Okay, but in English it is what's the weather like? What's the weather? What's the weather today? Okay, I haven't got today in there. That's another point. ¿Qué tiempo hace? What is the weather like? Okay, so then I have here, well, I'm going to start in the winter. Let's go Chile straight off, because I thought I'd show you these, which are going to help you with other places on the chart, okay? I've got all the translations in the middle here, and we're going to quickly work out which one goes with which. But before I do that, I'm going to show you these ones here, and then that should help you hugely with the others all around here. So, está nevando means it is snowing. Está lloviendo, it is raining. And then I've got a new one here for you, okay? Está nublando. It is cloudy. Okay, so I thought I'd show you those. I thought I'd put them in winter as well, because quite frankly, winter has all of those, doesn't it? So we have the other weathers, or maybe the same weathers in winter. I've got hace sol, nieva, hace frío. Okay, and here are some of the translations here that you might want to use. Quickly tell the person next to you, which one of these do you think goes with these ones? Okay, let's do these quickly. So I'm going to put this over here, because hace sol means it is sunny. Okay, might even put it under there, and then you'll really know that goes with that. And then I'm going to put this one down here, because hace frío means it is cold, which means it snows, goes with nieva. Okay, so we could say in el invierno nieva. In the winter, it snows. Okay, let's move over to the autumn. We're going to go backwards through the year. It's not normal. What can I do? Okay, we've got a lot of weather going on here. I'm hoping that you can have a look up here and see what you think goes with which one. Quickly tell the person next to you which one goes where. Okay, I think I've probably given you enough time. So, hace viento, I've got to put it is windy. I've got hace sol, because you can have sunniness in autumn. It's sunny, okay. Llueve. It rains. It does. And hace frío. We've done this one already. Let's do it over here. It is cold. Okay, it can be cold in autumn, but it can be sunny at the same time. Okay, let's come up to these. I've only got a few translations here, so now it's got to happen. Oh, I've just spotted one that I didn't put in autumn. Here we go. There are clouds, which kind of goes with this one down there. Está nublando. You see how it relates? Hay nubes. Okay, there are clouds. Okay. Now we have these two here. Which one means it is sunny? I think we know already. I'm not even going to give you a moment to do that because that one has to go with that. Say hace sol for me one more time. Definitely in the summer, it should be sunny. Typically in Britain it is, but we know it does rain as well. I haven't put that on there. I don't want to make us feel unhappy. Okay, which means hace calor means it is hot. Yes, yes. Okay, so I've got one more. It's sunny. And in the spring, particularly in sort of March, April time, it does rain. Okay, llueve. Say llueve for me one more time. Fantastic. So, if anybody asks you, ¿qué tiempo hace? You'll know what to say, depending on what time of year it is. Okay, and because I want you to really be able to do that very well, I've made a sheet for you to fill in. So I've made a start on it here. Let me show you what I did. So what I'm planning for you in this sheet is that you draw a picture here to go with what the words are underneath. So it says hace frío, which means it's cold, which I've also put there. And you have two options with what you write, okay? So you could just copy what I've put in this box here, or you could be a little bit adventurous and add a season, because I put the seasons up here. So hace frío, what are we going to say that? I think we could say that en el invierno. Okay, we could put that there. When is it windy? I hear you ask. That's what you need to put in here. Are you going to say it's windy in the spring, in the summer, in the autumn, or in the winter? It's your choice, or you could just copy hace viento. Okay, it's up to you. This one here, you can say when it's hot, or you can just copy hace calor. Now, I'm going to leave you to do that. I'm very excited about this because it's going to involve pictures and it's going to involve writing, and it'll be your own individual thing. And I'm going to leave you a lot of time to do that. Okay. Well, I hope you've enjoyed our little toe dip into the different types of weather. We'll be looking again at this next time. But until then, and I'm going to stop sharing now so I can say goodbye to you properly. Until then, I'm going to say hasta pronto. Hasta pronto. See you soon.